As we all know, since the beginning of the 20th century, there has been a social and armed conflict between Israelis and Palestinians for control of the historic region of Palestine. What we know today, like the Gaza Strip, the fateful October 7, 2023. But the conflict intensifies even more when on Saturday, October 7, 2023, a surprise attack is recorded by the Palestinian militant group Hamas against southern Israel, by many considered as the worst attack that the country has suffered since its creation. But now, the conflict is not only limited to the Gaza Strip, but it has spread to a large part of the area, until you reach West Bank, with an increase in violence between settlers, Jews and Palestinian inhabitants. What measures have been taken to try to stop this expansion? This is why Antony Blinken, the Secretary of the United States, has been to the Middle East again, working to prevent violence in the Gaza Strip. Extends to a large part of the area, but it still hasn't been able to stop the increase in violence along the Lebanese border, with the activities of the armed faction Hezbollah and the displacement of Israeli villages. Negotiations to mediate the conflict, they seem far away, and political speeches become more aggressive. It is for this reason that the measure has been taken to create peace brigades, non-governmental, that are unarmed, but they play a role in border surveillance and reducing tensions. But where did this idea come from? This idea is inspired by the efforts of the Shanti Sena, that it was an army of peace, developed by followers of Mahatma Gandhi in India, that served to confront Hindu violence. Muslim, its objective was to place groups of people belonging to non-governmental organizations right on the border that was in conflict, and thus provide an opportunity for both parties to sit down to negotiate. But in the past, they have had some success, the so-called peace armies. To answer this question, we have to go back to the year 1981, exactly on the border between Nicaragua and Honduras, in the middle of the Sandinista revolution. At that time, an attempt was made to place a peace team right on the border, because at that moment, it was thought that the 400 American soldiers stationed in Honduras, they could cross the border into Nicaragua, whether to attack the Sandinistas or to actively help the Contras, anti-Sandinistas, to carry out said attack. It is in this scenario in which a group of people associated with the Nonviolence Resource Center of Santa Cruz in California and affiliated with the Peace Brigade Organization International, they managed to form a team and move to the border between Nicaragua and Honduras. In a very short time, the group called itself Jalapa Brigade, in honor of the small Nicaraguan city near the border with Honduras, where they were stationed. In the end, the US military did not cross the border. Maybe he never intended to do it. When the team left, the leader of the Evangelical Development Aid Committee said the following: "The proof of his triumph is, in which there were no attacks while they were in the Jalapa area. Have they had another triumph, the so-called peace armies?" Triumph as such, no, but there have been other interposition efforts. Similar, one of them was the Gulf Peace Team, created at the time of the Iraqi annexation of Kuwait in 1990. The objective of this peace team, made up of 73 members, was to become a multicultural team and international, to work for peace, and would try to avoid any armed aggression between the parties involved for the Gulf dispute. All this through negotiation and the establishment of one or more peace camps. However, January 27, 1991, Iraq decided to close the peace camp because the authorities considered that it was a security risk. After knowing this, we asked ourselves the following: the armies or peace teams represent an alternative for avoid the expansion of a armed conflict. The truth is not easy at all, and the example of this in January 2022, the World Citizens Association carries out a proposal to assign a peace team on the border between Ukraine, Donbass and Russia, and only 3 weeks later, Russia invaded Ukraine, therefore creating interposition peace teams in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It would be nothing, but nothing easy, for both political and logistical reasons, To create peace teams requires the investment of many resources, economic and logistic. All this without mentioning that the most important is to gather enough volunteers that they are aware of the risk they run, that are culturally sensitive, and with an analytical mind to apply negotiation strategies to convince groups of people that make a difference in decision-making in the parties to the conflict. Not satisfied with this, also, who have leadership and adaptation capacity, both to lead and to work as a team. And this would be minimum requirements to aspire to be part of a peace team. And even so, it is very likely that this measure will be very ineffective. However, this armed conflict will continue to expand, and the dangers are widely recognized. Therefore, it is necessary to explore all possible ways to prevent the spread of armed conflicts. But what do you think? Do you believe that peace teams can prevent the expansion of an armed conflict? Or on the contrary, this initiative in the conflict between Israel and Palestine would be very ineffective? Would you be willing to be part of a peace team? Leave your opinion in the comment box. If you liked this video, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, like and activate the notification bell so that YouTube notifies you when we publish new content, and share this video with all the people you want who see this type of content. Until next time.